Yeah. Waking up early, checking the perimeter first. Thirst for the power, or maybe it's a curse. Walking through the alley where the shadows play games. Seeing all the faces, remembering the names of the ones who went sideways, the ones who went cold. Stories of the concrete that never get old. Got my brothers on the left, loyalty in the blood. Standing firm together through the fire and the flood. Smoke rising slow, circling on my head. Thinking about the words that the OG said. Keep your eyes on the prize and your hand on the steel, cause you never really know if the love is even real. Distant enemies plotting, I can feel it in the air, but I'm leaning back steady in my favorite chair. Family is the fortress, friendship is the key. Everything else is just a ghost I can't see. Cloud of smoke lingering, hiding all the pain. Walking through the sunshine, dancing in the rain. Respect is the only thing we're taking to the grave. In the land of the free, in the home of the pain. Cloud of smoke lingering, hiding all the pain. Walking through the sunshine, dancing in the rain. Respect is the only thing we're taking to the grave. In the land of the free, in the home of the brave. Another one spark, let the ashes just fall. Back against the bricks, standing 10 feet tall. Seen them come and go, seen them rise and decay, but the real stays solid at the end of the day. No room for the fakes, no seat at the table. Staying true to the roots, keeping everything stable. Looking at the hills from the bottom of the street, keeping my composure while I'm dodging the heat. The sun is getting low, painting everything red. Thinking about the path and the life that we led. Friendship is a heavy weight, carry it with pride. With a couple real soldiers riding right by my side. Let the enemies talk, let them whisper my name. They just playing for the cloud, we playing for the game. Fade into the smoke, let the bass line roll. Deep in California where the streets got soul.
Swaying slow, top down, feeling the ocean breeze. That's the way we go. California sun dipping low, painting the sky gold. Stories of the neighborhood never getting old. Just me and the crew, windows rolled up tight, chasing shadows through the valley to the neon light. No rush, no pressure, just the rhythm of the street. Keeping it steady while the pavement feels the heat. Yeah, we just drifting, floating in the haze, living through these golden velvet covered days. Bass so heavy, feel it deep inside your soul. Keep it rolling, keep it under total control.
Thinking about the family dinner, mama's kitchen smell. Checking on the brothers, making sure that all is well. Life is just a circle moving round and round. Walking on the clouds while our feet are on the ground. Gold chains clinking soft against the velvet seat. Watching the city lights dance to the boom bap beat. Respect is the currency, loyalty is the code. Staying true to the path on this long and winding road. Another one spark, watching the smoke ring rise. Reflections of the palm trees in my tired eyes. From Compton to the hills, it's all the same dream. Gliding through the static, flowing like a stream. Remembering the ones who ain't with us tonight. Pouring out a little bit under the street light. Quiet conversations, laughter in the dark. Leaving a signature, leaving a lasting mark. The bass is the heartbeat, the rhythm is the breath. Walking through the valley, ignoring thoughts of death. Just peace in the pocket and love in the heart. Every single sunset is a brand new work of art. Keeping the circle small, keeping the spirit high. Watching the purple clouds drift across the sky. The night is still young and the vibe is just right. Disappearing slowly into the California night.
Sitting on the porch, watching neighborhood wait. Thinking about the moves we made, the ones we didn't take. Sun hitting the bricks, turning red to a dusty brown. Quiet morning in the city for the noise, it's the town. Got my cousins in the back, laughing laughing about the old days. Everything is moving in a slow melodic haze. Grateful for the morning, for the breath in my lungs. Old stories told in 100 different tongues. It's the California soul, drifting through the air. No worries in the mind, no burden we can't bear. Keep the bass knocking, keep the windows foggy too. Just another day in the life, staying true to the crew. Thinking about a girl from the east side, eyes like the sea. Wondering if she ever thinks about how it used to be. Late nights at the diner, sharing fries in a dream. Everything felt perfect like a well-oiled machine. But the road keeps turning and the seasons change fast. Building up the future while we honor the past. Handshake is a contract, family is the base. Finding my own rhythm at a comfortable pace. Sparking up another, let the gray clouds dance. Life is just a melody, we taking every chance. Underneath the streetlights where the shadows grow tall. Learning how to stand before we learn how to fall. Neighborhood is quiet, just the hum of the fridge. Crossing every canyon, building every bridge. Got the radio low, playing something from the soul. Letting the vibration take complete control. Sun is going down, casting shadows on the floor. Love is all we need, who could ask for any more? Checking on the elders, making sure they got enough. Grew up in the garden where the soil was a bit rough, but the roses still bloom in the cracks of the street. Keeping my head cool while I'm feeling the heat. Fade into the darkness, let the sub-bass lag. Everything I wanted, everything I'll ever need. Watching neon lights blink, feeling so heavy, don't even wanna think. Just the hum of the engine and the bass in the trunk, drowning out the world, staying clear of the funk. Palms standing tall like soldiers in the night, reflecting in the chrome under the pale moonlight. Everything is moving like it's underwater now, making it through the struggle, I don't even know how. Thinking about my brothers back on the old block, counting every second on the ticking of the clock. Remembering the laughter, the games in the street, before we had to worry about making ends meet. Now it's just the road and the silence in between. Living out a movie, living out a scene. Keep your circle tight, keep your spirit real gold. That's the only story that deserves to be told.
Walking through the shadows, lost in the California breeze. Moving through the valley with a certain kind of ease. The bass is the anchor, the smoke is the cloud. Keeping it real quiet while the world is too loud.
Stopped at the red light, looking at the stars. Healing up the soul, hiding all the scars. Family back home, praying for a better day. Trying to find the words that I never could say, but the music speaks for me when the voice gets weak. Searching for the peace that everybody seek. Got a little something burning in the tray, watching all the worry simply melt away. The highway is empty, just me and a ghost of the version of myself that I love the most. Gentle on the pedal, steady on the wheel, trying to remember how the grass used to feel. Life is just a rhythm, life is just a beat. Finding all the beauty in the concrete and heat. Fade into the purple, fade into the gray. Wait for the sun to bring another long day.
Sagging through the shadows, lost in the California breeze. Moving through the valley with a certain kind of heat. The bass is the anchor, the smoke is the cloud. Keeping it real quiet while the world is too loud.
Peering through the blinds, watching the street light flicker. The world is getting faster, but I'm moving much thicker. In the cloud of the remedy, finding my inner peace. Waiting for the tension of the city to release. Seen a lot of brothers turn their backs for a dime, losing all their honor in a very short time. But I keep my head down and I keep my circle small, watching from the shadows while the pretenders fall. Smoking my lungs, keeping my heart real cold.
Don't believe the glitter, it ain't always real gold. The enemies are whispering, I hear it in the wind, but they never seen the places where a soldier has been. Family at the table, sharing bread, sharing love. That's the only blessing that I'm thankful for above. Keep your enemies close, now keep them far away. I got nothing but silence for what they gotta say. It's all smoke and mirrors, hiding what is real. Nobody can understand the way a gangster feels. It's the heavy bass thumping in the slow burning light, disappearing in the mist of the California night. It's all smoke and mirrors, hiding what is real. Nobody can understand the way a gangster feels. It's the heavy bass thumping in the slow burning light, disappearing in the mist of the California night. Another match struck, let the glow lead the way. Thinking about the price that a trader gotta pay. Now we're letter with steel, but we're being left behind. Out of my sight and far out of my mind. Me and my day ones, we've been through the worst. Breaking every chain and every single street curse. Friendship is a bond that you can't buy or sell. Keeping each other steady through the fire and the hell. The city is a jungle, but I'm lounging in the shade, watching how the memories of the fake ones fade. California dreaming with a heavy, heavy heart, knowing who was with me from the very, very start. Bass vibrating through the flow, through the soul, letting the herb and the rhythm take control. Stay true to the code, never fold, never bend. Riding with the real ones until the very end. It's all smoke and mirrors, hiding what is real. Nobody can understand the way a gangster feel. Just a heavy bass thumping in the slow burning light, disappearing in the mist of the California mind. It's all smoke and mirrors, hiding what is real. Nobody can understand the way a gangster feel. Just a heavy bass thumping in the slow burning light, disappearing in the mist of the California night.
Sky turning purple over the palm tree line. Everything is moving slow, feeling just fine. Got the cousins on the corner just watching the world go by, tracing all the smoke trails up into the sky. Distant sirens wailing, but we used to the sound. Just another day of keeping feet on the ground. Love for the brothers who stood through the rain, sharing all the glory, sharing all the pain. Thinking about the enemies who try to step in. They didn't know the game, they didn't know where to begin. We don't talk much, we just let the silence speak. Power in the circle, no room for the weak. Respect is the anthem, loyalty is the law. I see through the fakes, I see every single flaw. But tonight is for the family, tonight is for the peace. Waiting for the pressure of the hustle to cease. In the California glow where the shadows grow long, staying real to the roots, staying real and strong. Bass vibrating heavy, let the smoke fill the room. Rising from the concrete, watching roses bloom. In the California glow where the shadows grow long, staying real to the roots, staying real and strong. Bass vibrating heavy, let the smoke fill the room. Rising from the concrete, watching roses bloom. Another one lit, pass around to the right. Everything is golden in this evening light. Thinking about the ones who are locked behind walls, writing letters home, waiting for the phone calls. We hold it down for 'em, we keep the name alive. Learning how to prosper, learning how to survive. Neighborhood watch, but we doing it our way. Making sure the little ones see another day. The grill is still warm, the air is getting cool. Old school wisdom never taught in the school. Keep your head on a swivel, keep your heart in the right. Watching over the block as we fade in the night. Detergent and jasmine, smoke in the street. The bitter and the sour, the salty and the sweet. It's a gangster life, but it's filled with the grace. Knowing every corner, knowing every face. In the California glow where the shadows grow long, staying real to the roots, staying real and strong. Bass vibrating heavy, let the smoke fill the room. Rising from the concrete, watching roses bloom. In the California calm, in the California calm. On the fender, watching the stars hide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go and hide. Just a cold wind blowing through the empty streets, and a steady rhythm, but a heavy bass beats the brothers aside. But we all know the deal. The world gets fake, we the ones who stay real. Thinking about the enemies, watching from the dark, waiting for a moment, waiting for a spark. Smoke rings drifting, shake like a crown. Looking at the lights of the city, think you're out of town. I've seen a lot of things that I can't ever unsee, but the love of the family has possessed me free. The street lights flickering, a yellow kind of gold. Taking life easy, taking it real slow. Got a pocket full of dreams and a heart full of grit. In the middle of the fire where the candles are lit. Yeah, just another night in the valley of the soul. Living through the words that the OGs spoke. Legs knocking low, feeling heavy in the chest. Diving all the worries and the haters, so rest. Another one's pole, passing into my left. Life is a gift, even in the midst of death. Stole a little time, just to sit in the breeze, watching out the shadow and the light in the weed. My friendship is a shield, my loyalty a blade. I don't forget the promises that we ever make. Stay away from the heavy, stay away from the greed. Only paying seeds that the neighborhood need. The moon is hanging low, like a silver old coin. Waiting for the morning and the light to rejoin. But for now we just drift in this purple haze ring. Everything is moving like a slow flowing stream. Got the enemies guessing, got the brothers in line. Arching out the stars and the planets align. California night, keep me safe in your arms. Away from the noise in the city alarms.
Looking at the cracks in the sidewalk of the block. Remembering the days we used to run against the clock. Before the world got heavy, before the stakes got high. Just some kids from the valley under the Cali sky. We share the same shoes, we share the same bread. Listening to wisdom that the elders always said. Now the brothers are grown, some are gone, some are here. But the love in the circle is the only thing clear. Sparking up a memory, let it burn real slow. Watching now the seeds that we planted start to grow. The enemies tried to weed us out of the yard, but they didn't know the soil here was way too hard. Family ain't just blood, it's the ones who stayed down when the rain started falling on this dusty old town. I keep a picture in my mind of the way it used to be, while I'm gliding through the present feeling wild and free. Roots in the asphalt, reaching for the sun. Still standing tall when the day is all done. Bass knocking deep, feeling warm in the soul. Letting all the history, the total control on. Roots in the asphalt, reaching for the sun. Still standing tall when the day is all done. Bass knocking deep, feeling warm in the soul. Letting all the history, the total control on. Another one lit for the ones who ain't around, whose names are still whispered on this holy ground. The street lights come on just like they always do, casting golden shadows on the faces of the crew. No matter how far I wander or how high I might climb, I'm a product of the struggle and the passage of time. Keep the enemies guessing, keep the brothers real close. In the garden of the street, we the ones who bloom most. The night is getting thick like the smoke in the air, looking for the answers in a long silent stare. Friendship is the anchor that keeps us from the drift. In a world full of shadows, it's the ultimate gift. California dreaming with my feet on the curb, finding all the healing in the smoke and the herb. Fade into the rhythm, let the melody weep, while the rest of the city is falling fast asleep. Clock hitting midnight, the street is a ghost. Standing by the corner where the shadows love the most. Looking at the world through a thick cloud of gray. Thinking about the bills that a man's gotta pay. Friendship is a heavy chain, gold and it's cold. Keeping all the secrets that'll never be told. Got the brothers in the shadow, eyes on the street. Watching for the snakes hiding under their feet. Smoking the lungs, let the thoughts drift away. Everything is darker at the end of the day. I don't need the spotlight, I don't need the fame. Just a little respect attached to my name. The enemies are lurking, I can hear the floor creak. But they don't realize that the silent ain't weak. Family at home, sleeping sound in their beds, while I'm out here counting all the silver and lead. Just the moon and the smoke, and the heavy low beat. Riding all my troubles on the cold concrete. Bass vibrating through the marrow of the bone. A king in the darkness, sitting on a stone. Another one spark, watching embers glow bright. A lonely little fire in the middle of the night. Thinking about the choices, the right and the wrong. How a man stays weak or how we get strong. Loyalty is rare like a diamond in the dust. Finding out the people you can actually trust. Keep your circle tight and your words real few. That's the only way that the real ones get through. The fog is rolling in, hiding every single trail. Life is like a boat and the smoke is a sail. Walking through the alley feeling heavy and deep, while the rest of the world is just lost in their sleep. Respect isn't given, it's earned in the grit. Building up the fire, bit by every bit. Fade into the black, let the rhythm take the lead. Everything I am and everything I need. Against the brick wall, collar turn high. Watching all the fake ones as they pass me by. No more talking loud, we just let the action speak. Strength in the silence, no mercy for the weak. Got a brother on the corner, one more in the car. Counting all the blessings, though we haven't come far. The asphalt is freezing, the air is getting thin. Thinking about the game and the way we jumped in. Smoke rising slow like a ghost in the dark. Searching for a light, searching for a spark. Enemies are whispering, trying to find a flaw. But they don't understand the nature of the law. The law of the street where the debt must be paid. Thinking about the plans and the moves that we made. Family is the only thing that keeps me from the edge. Standing on the roof, looking over the ledge. The bedding is cold, but the heart is even colder. Weight of the world sitting heavy on the shoulder. Just the bass knocking and the smoke in the air. Looking for the truth in a long silent stare. Bedding is cold, but the heart is even colder. Weight of the world sitting heavy on the shoulder. Just the bass knocking and the smoke in the air. Looking for the truth in a long silent stare. Another one lit, let the ashes hit the floor. Building up the kingdom, wanting some more. Respect is a shadow, follow where you go. Keeping everything quiet, keeping everything low. I seen the betrayal, I seen the fake smiles. Walking through the fire, walking for the miles. But the ones who are with me, they never gon' fold. True friendship is worth more than silver and gold. The city is a beast, sleeping in its cage. Turning over leaves, turning every page. Watching for the snakes hiding in the tall grass. Waiting for the moments, waiting for them to pass. Got the rhythm in my blood, got the bass in my head. Thinking about the things that were never even said. Fade into the darkness, let the sub bass lead. Staying true to the code, staying true to the breathe.
Bedding is cold, but the heart is even colder. Weight of the world sitting heavy on his shoulder. Just a bass knocking and the smoke in the air. Looking for the truth in a long silent stare.
Bedding is cold,
but the heart is even colder.
Weight of the world
sitting heavy on his shoulder.
Just the bass knocking and the smoke in the air. Looking for the truth in a long silent stare.
Halfway through the tunnel, can't see the other side. Nowhere left to run and no reason to hide. Just me and the echoes of the choices I made. Standing in the light while I'm longing for the shade. The brothers are waiting, shadows by the door. We've been through the struggle, we've been through the war. Looking at the clock, it's the dead of the night. Everything feels heavy, everything feels tight. Smoke in the throat, keeping my words real low. Watching how the enemies move to and fro. They don't see the depth, they just see the surface. Trying to find a way, trying to find a purpose. Family is the anchor, keeping me grounded. Even when the walls feel like they're being surrounded. Respect is the bridge that we build with our hands. In the middle of the desert on the shifting sands. Floating in the center of the dark and the gray. Waiting for the sun to take the shadows away. Bass thumping hard, feel it deep in the chest. No time for the weak, no time for the rest. Floating in the center of the dark and the gray. Waiting for the sun to take the shadows away. Bass thumping hard, feel it deep in the chest. No time for the weak, no time for the rest. Another one spark, let the gray clouds rise. Seeing all the truth through these bloodshot eyes. Friendship is a bond that's forged in the flame. Never for the glory, never for the fame. Seen the ones who flinched, seen the ones who ran. But I'm staying solid, doing what I can. Keep the circle tight, keep the vision real clear. Getting rid of doubt, getting rid of the fear, yeah. The city is quiet, just the hum of the wire. Walking on the edge of the ice and the fire. Got the heavy bass rolling like a storm in the distance. Life is a struggle, life is resistance. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all straight. Leaving all the petty things outside the gate. Fade into the rhythm, let the silence be the guide. With the ghost of the past riding right by my side. Eyes on the rear view, watching shadows crawl. Back against the seat, back against the wall. Street lights flickering like they're losing the fight. Just another predator in the middle of the night. Thinking about the brothers who are holding the line. Everything is moving in a slow motion design. The smoke is my blanket, the bass is my heart. Keeping everything together, never falling apart. Respect is a ghost, you can't see it with your eyes. It's hidden in the silence and the cold-blooded lies. Seen a lot of enemies try to play the big part, but they don't have the rhythm and they don't have the heart. Family is the motive, the reason for the grind. Leaving all the petty little dramas behind. Just me and the rhythm and the heavy low end. Counting on the loyalty of a real-life friend. Staying on the watch while the whole world sleeps. Deep in the water where the dark water seeps. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the sound of the secrets buried deep in the cold hard ground. Staying on the watch while the whole world sleeps. Deep in the water where the dark water seeps. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the sound of the secrets buried deep in the cold hard ground. Another one lit, let the red ember glow. Watching how the cold winds start to blow. Friendship is a contract signed in the dark, leaving behind a permanent mark. No room for the talk, there's no room for the noise. Just a group of men who used to be boys. Now we standing solid like the pillars of the street, keeping our composure while we feeling the heat. The city is a puzzle with the pieces all wrong. Trying to find a place where a man can belong. Got the sub bass rolling like a freight train, so giving up the spirit to the total control. Watching for the snakes in the shadows of the park, leaving our signature in the middle of the dark. Fading to the static, let the melody die, while the moon is hanging heavy in the midnight sky. Staying on the watch while the whole world sleeps. Deep in the water where the dark water seeps. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the sound of the secrets buried deep in the cold hard ground. Staying on the watch while the whole world sleeps. Deep in the water where the dark water seeps. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the sound of the secrets buried deep in the cold hard ground.
glance at the city down below. Watching all the movements, watching everything go. Up on the 13th, where the air is real still. Thinking about the brothers who are climbing up the hill. It's a long way down and the pavement is hard. Keep your eyes open, never drop your guard. Respect is a shadow that follows in the night. Staying out of view, staying out of the light. Smoke filling up the room, big as a cloud. Everything is quiet, nothing is loud. Just the hum of the bass and the beat in the chest. Giving all the demons and the haters a rest. Family is a circle that you never can break. Watching out for every single move that they make. Enemies are thirsty, they're waiting for a slip. But I'm staying steady with a real tight grip. High above the ground, but I'm deep in the mud. Loyalty is thicker than the water and the blood. Just the bass thumping, making everything shake. Living for the real ones, for the brothers' sake. Yeah, high above the ground, but I'm deep in the mud. Loyalty is thicker than the water and the blood. Just the bass thumping, making everything shake. Living for the real ones, for the brothers' sake. Another one spark, let the orange light burn. Waiting for the tables and the seasons to turn. Friendship is a treasure that you find in the dirt. Healed by the rhythm, protected from the hurt. I seen them try to climb, I seen them try to fall, but I'm standing solid like a reinforced wall. No names on the paper, no words on the wind. Just a silent eye for the places we've been. The moon is disappearing in the fog and the haze. Walking through the middle of a permanent maze. Got the sub bass rolling like a slow dark sea. Everything I wanted and everything I'll be. Checking on the perimeter, checking on the gate. Leaving all the petty little grudges to fade. Fade into the velvet, let the melody drown. Looking at the shadows of this concrete town.
Watching the rain dance on the hood of the car. Thinking about the journey, how we came this far. The streets are like a mirror reflecting all the pain. Walking through the shadows, washing off the stain. Got my brothers in the back, silent and deep. Watching over the city, while the innocent sleep. Loyalty is the raincoat that keeps us from the cold. A story of the concrete that's yet to be told. Smoke rising slow, mixing with the damp air. Looking for a reason, but the reason ain't there. Just the rhythm of the wipers and the bass in the floor. Waiting for the moment, waiting for the door. The enemies are dry, hiding in their homes, while we out here prowling through the catacombs. Family is the fire that keeps the heart warm. Standing real solid in the middle of the storm. Rain falling down on the cold hard street. Writing out the rhythm with the pulse of the beat. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the fear. Everything is hazy, but the vision is clear. Rain falling down on the cold hard street. Writing out the rhythm with the pulse of the beat. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the fear. Everything is hazy, but the vision is clear. Another one spark, let the glow lead the way. Waiting for the clouds to turn from black into gray. Friendship is a bond that the water can't rust. Building up the future on a foundation of trust. Seen a lot of people try to swim and then sink, but we stay afloat on the edge of the brink. No words for the snitches, no time for the fakes. Just a steady movement and the high, heavy stakes. The tires are splashing, making music on the road. Carrying the weight, carrying the load. Got the sub bass rolling like a thunder in the chest. Giving all the weary and the hustlers a rest. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all dry. Underneath the ceiling of the dark, weeping sky. Fade into the mist, let the melody go. Taking life easy, taking life real slow.
In the corner, lights turned off. Listen to the silence and a distant cough. Waiting for the signal, waiting for the sign. Crossing every border, crossing every line. Got the brothers in the shadows, moving like ghosts. Watching for the ones who talk the damn most. Loyalty is silent, they don't need a shout. Knowing who is in and knowing who is out. Smoke in the cabin, turning everything white. Another long session in the middle of the night. Thinking about the enemies, thinking about the fakes, counting all the moves and the high level stakes. Family is the reason that I keep my head cool. Never been a follower, never been a fool. Respect is the currency, keep it in the vault. Everything that happens is nobody's fault. In the garage, shadows where the truth stays hidden, doing all the things that are usually forbidden. Just the bass knocking, making everything blur. Living in the haze where the memories occur. In the garage, shadows where the truth stays hidden, doing all the things that are usually forbidden. Just the bass knocking, making everything blur. Living in the haze where the memories occur. Another one lit, pass it slow to the right, keeping up the rhythm in the dead of the night. Friendship is a mountain, standing so tall. Build it up together so we never would fall. I seen them try to break us, I seen them try to bend, but we staying solid to the very, very end. No names in the wind, no footprints in the dirt. Healed by the smoke and protected from the hurt. The engine is humming a low frequency growl, watching all the wolves as they go on a prowl. Got the sub bass rolling like a storm in the soul, giving up the spirit to the total control. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all straight. Looking at the shadows by the heavy iron gate. Fade into the black, let the melody drown. The quietest kings in this concrete town. Destination in mind, leaving all the chaos and the noise far behind. Windows rolled up, keeping all the smoke inside, finding all the secrets that the night tries to hide. The brothers are sleeping or maybe they're just gone, waiting for the flicker of the early morning dawn. Loyalty is a compass, keeping me on the track, moving straight forward, never looking back. Smoke in the mirror turning red and the gray, thinking about the people who had nothing to say. Now they talking loud, now they trying to be heard, but they don't understand a single whispered word. Family is a silence in the middle of the storm, keeping all the memories tucked away and warm. Respect is a shadow walking by my side, with a heart full of grit and a soul full of pride. Just a ghost passenger in a world full of light, yeah. Chasing all the darkness through the middle of the night, yeah. Bass knocking heavy, feeling warm in the chest, giving all the demons and the haters a rest, yeah. Another one spark, let the orange light glow, watching how the shadows in the street lights go. Friendship is a bond that you can never fake, counting every blessing in every single break. I seen them try to follow, I seen them try to lead, but I'm staying solid for the ones in need. No names on the radio, no faces on the screen, just a silent player in a very quiet scene. The highway is empty, just the hum of the tires, walking through the smoke and the whole world fires. Got the sub bass rolling like a deep sea wave, thinking about the brothers that we couldn't even save. Checking on the mirrors, checking on the street, keeping my composure while I'm feeling the heat. Fading to the velvet, let the melody die, while the stars are falling from the midnight sky. Just a ghost passenger in a world full of light, yeah. Chasing all the darkness through the middle of the night, yeah. Bass knocking heavy, feeling warm in the chest, giving all the demons and the haters a rest, yeah. Staring at the glass, seeing shadows move behind, trying to find a peace that I never could find. The smoke is getting thicker, hiding every single scar, wondering how we managed to get this damn far. Got the brothers in the hallway, talking real low, watching how the seasons and the fake people go. Loyalty is heavy like a stone in the hand, building up a castle on a foundation of sand. Smoke in the mirror, blurring out the face, everything is moving at a very slow pace. Thinking about the enemies, the ones who fell away. Nothing left for them, nothing left to say. Family is the only thing that's looking back at me, the only kind of truth that I ever wanna see. Respect is a whisper in a world that's too loud,
walking all alone in the middle of the crowd. Just a mirror in the smoke and the bass in the floor. Waiting for the moment, waiting for the door. Bass knocking heavy, making everything shake. Living for the real ones, for the brothers' sake. Just a mirror in the smoke and the bass in the floor. Waiting for the moment, waiting for the door. Bass knocking heavy, making everything shake. Living for the real ones, for the brothers' sake. Another one lit, let the red light burn. Waiting for the lessons that I still gotta learn. Friendship is a fire that can keep you real warm, or it can be the lightning in the middle of the storm. I seen them try to change, I seen them try to stay, but everyone eventually just goes their own way. Keep the circle tight and the words real few. That's the only way the real ones get through. The moon is getting hazy like a memory in the head. Thinking about the things that the old timers said. Got the sub bass rolling like a slow dark tide. Nowhere left to run, ain't no reason to hide. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all straight. Leaving all the vanity outside the iron gate. Fade into the darkness, let the melody drown in the quietest corner of this concrete town. Sitting in the shadows, watching the fog roll in. Thinking about the game and the way we had to win. No more talking loud, no more making any noise. Left behind the games and the habits of the boys. Got a brother on the roof, one more in the hall. Waiting for the signal, waiting for the call. Lord, he's the shadow that's standing by the gate. Trusting in the rhythm, trusting in the faith. Hey. Smoke in the throat, keeping every word real tight. Everything is heavy in the middle of the night. Thinking about the enemies, the ones who think they know, but they don't see the movement, they don't see the flow. Family is the motive, the heart inside the chest. Giving all the weary and the hustlers a rest. Respect is earned in silence, not with a shout. Knowing what the struggle is really all about. 4 a.m. in the city where the cold wind blows. Deep in the water where the dark water flows. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the sound of the secrets buried in the concrete ground. 4 a.m. in the city where the cold wind blows. Deep in the water where the dark water flows. Bass knocking heavy, drowning out the sound of the secrets buried in the concrete ground. Another one spark, let the orange and believe. Only planting truth, only planting the seed. Friendship is a bond that's forged in the cold. A story of the neighborhood that never gets old. I seen them try to run, I seen them try to hide, but there's nowhere to go when you're hollow inside. Keep your head low and your vision real clear. Getting rid of doubt, getting rid of the fear. The city is a desert, sleeping in the mist. Walking on the edge of the ones we haven't kissed. Got the sub bass rolling like a freight train soul. Giving up the spirit to the total control. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all down. The quietest soldiers in the sleeping town. Fade into the static, let the melody go. Taking life easy, taking life real slow. Oh. Yeah, late night moving under the dim yellow light.
doing what we gotta do to make it through the night. No words exchanged, just a nod and a glance. In this kind of game, you don't take a second chance. Got the brothers in a line, moving like a clock, keeping everything steady on this quiet little block. Loyalty's the weight that we carry in the trunk, drowning out the noise in the Hollywood funk. Smoking the rafters, curling around the beams, building up the life that we saw in our dreams. Thinking about the enemies, waiting for a slip, but we staying solid with a real firm grip. Family is the reason for the late night grind, leaving all the petty little brothers behind. Respect is the cargo, more precious than the gold, a story of the struggle that's finally being told. Midnight cargo, moving through the gray, waiting for the sun to bring another long day. Bass knocking heavy, feeling deep in the bone, building up a kingdom on a concrete throne. Midnight cargo, moving through the gray, waiting for the sun to bring another long day. Bass knocking heavy, feeling deep in the bone, building up a kingdom on a concrete throne. Another one spark, let the red ember glow, watching how the shadows on the warehouse grow. Friendship is a bond that's forged in the sweat, paying every dues and paying every debt. I seen them try to talk, I seen them try to snitch, but they never gon' make it over this kind of ditch. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes real wide, nowhere for the fake wants to run and to hide. The city is breathing a heavy kind of sigh, underneath the ceiling of the dark velvet sky. Got the sub bass rolling like a storm in the sea, everything I am and everything I'll be. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all straight, closing up the latch on the heavy iron gate. Fade into the darkness, let the melody drown, the quietest kings in the sleeping town.
Back in the velvet, let the world just fade, thinking about the moves and the plans that we made. No more chasing ghosts, no more running from the light, staying in the shadows in the middle of the night. Got my brothers on the couch, eyes heavy and low, watching how the embers in the tray start to glow. Loyalty's a blanket that keeps us all warm, safe from the noise and the edge of the storm. Smoke in the air like a veil over the room, rising from the concrete, watching rows of bloom. Thinking about the enemies, the ones who went cold, stories of the neighborhood that never get old. Family is the foundation, rocking the sand, building up the future with a steady, quiet hand. Respect is the silence when the talking is done, knowing we the ones who are still holding the gun. Velvet shadows, drifting through the dark, leaving behind a silent, permanent mark. Bass knocking heavy, making everything blur, living in the haze where the memories occur.
Yeah.
Another one lit, pass it slow to the left. Life is a gift, even in the midst of theft. Friendship is a bond that's forged in the fire, lifting each other up, taking us higher. I've seen them try to break, I've seen them try to bend, but we staying solid till the very, very end. No names on the wall, no words on the street, just a silent nod for the ones we meet. The moon is disappearing in the fog and the gray, waiting for the sun to take the shadows away. Got the sub bass rolling like a slow dark tide, nowhere left to run and no reason to hide. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all straight, leaving all the petty little grudges to fade. Fade into the darkness, let the melody drown in the quietest corner of this concrete town.
5 in the morning, the world is still gray. Plotting every move before the start of the day. No room for the errors, no room for the doubt. Knowing every entrance and knowing every out. Got the brothers in a circle, eyes on the floor, watching for the shadows underneath the door. Loyalty is the silence, the breath in the dark. Leaving our signature, leaving our mark. Smoke in the lungs, keeping the mind real sharp. Playing the city like a dark, heavy heart. Thinking about the enemy, sleeping in their beds while we stay 10 steps ahead in their heads. Family is the motive, the reason we stay. Grinding in the shadows, far away from the day. Respect is the secret, the code and the fame. Walking through the fire and the blood and the rain. Pre-dawn blueprints sketched in the haze. Finding our way through the concrete maze. Bass knocking heavy, feeling deep in the soul. Giving up the spirit to the total control. Pre-dawn blueprints sketched in the haze. Finding our way through the concrete maze. Bass knocking heavy, feeling deep in the soul. Giving up the spirit to the total control. Another one spark, let the orange light guide. Nowhere to run and no reason to hide. Friendship is a contract written in the heart. Knowing who was with us from the very, very start. I seen them try to talk, I seen them try to fold, but we stand solid in the dark and the cold. Keep the circle small and the words real low. That's the only way that the real ones grow. The city is shifting a low frequency, waiting for the morning and the light to come. Got the sub bass rolling like a slow moving train. Carrying the weight and the pride and the pain. Checking on the brothers, making sure they all ready. Keeping the hand and the vision real steady. Fade into the velvet, let the melody drown. The last of the lines in the sleeping town.
The sky's turning silver, the fog is getting thick. Every second ticking like a slow, heavy click. Looking at the block for the very last time. Leaving behind the struggle and the rhythmic crime. Got the brothers in the mist, fading out of view. Staying real to the many, staying real to the few. Loyalty is the ghost that'll haunt these streets. To the steady vibration of the heavy bass beats. Smoke in the air, let it carry my name. Far away from the noise and the light and the fame. Thinking about the journey, every step that we took. Every word that we wrote in this concrete book. Family is the soul that I'm taking with me. To the land of the shadows where the spirit is free. Respect is the crown that I'm leaving on the floor. For the next ones coming through the heavy iron door. Fade to the mist, let the world slip away. The night is finally over, here comes the gray. Bass knocking hollow like a heart in the ground. The king of the silence is finally found. Fade to the mist, let the world slip away. The night is finally over, here comes the gray. Bass knocking hollow like a heart in the ground. The king of the silence is finally found. Another one sparks, but the fire is low. Watching how the cold winds of the morning blow. Friendship is a memory that'll never get old. A story of the neighborhood that's finally told. I seen them try to stay, I seen them try to leave, but I'm just a shadow on a long dark sleeve. Keep the circle closed and the vision real deep, while the rest of the city is falling asleep. The cars disappearing in the white and the blue. Checking on the mirrors for a final view. Got the sub bass rolling like a slow dying sun. Everything is finished and the day is begun. Checking on the brothers, one last silent nod. Walking on the path that the ancestors trod. Fade into the velvet, let the melody die. Underneath the ceiling of the early morning sky.